The stage is set for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is creating another falling wedge pattern with this downward sloping level of resistance and a downward sloping level of support. A big breakout is going to be inevitable within the coming few days, so we will need to talk about that exactly in today's update video. In what direction are we going to be getting our big breakout, and how am I preparing myself in the current market? What do I expect is going to happen next for Bitcoin, and much more that we need to talk about in today's update video about altcoin season and much more. So as always, let's get started with a shorter time frame. And in a shorter time frame, well, Bitcoin has been pushing beautifully back to the upside again after we have been hitting our level of support, after we have been having extreme levels of fear, while whales have been accumulating the lows. Well, we have been bouncing back to the upside again, just like we have been expecting. Now, I myself have been accumulating the lows again, like you can see on my WEX positions, like I've also shared in my free private Telegram group with the first link down below that you can check out. Anyways, I've been buying during this dip, and yes, these positions are now in a profit. But soon enough, there's going to be another breakout incoming. Yes, I do think that Bitcoin can be pushing a little bit higher to the upside, but first we need to see a breakout from this falling wedge pattern. And if you have been following me for a longer time on this channel, if you have been a subscriber to my channel for a longer time, you already know that I love falling wedge patterns. I mean, it is literally my favorite pattern in the Bitcoin chart. Because if we just zoom out, if we just draw more falling wedge patterns in history, we can just see that these falling wedge patterns are so accurate in predicting Bitcoin bottoms. They have been so accurate during the entirety of this Bitcoin bull market. Every single time we have been creating falling wedge patterns, we've always been seeing a beautiful breakout to the upside and a beautiful next push to the upside getting initiated. Right now, we are doing the same exact thing. We are creating a beautiful falling wedge pattern again, and I am definitely going to be getting interested in trading this one. Now, very important to note is that right now we are still getting resistance by this downward sloping level of resistance, okay? And as long as we cannot break above this downward sloping level of resistance, I think it is still arguably looking kind of dangerous. But at the moment where we can break above this level of resistance, I definitely do think we can be reaching much higher targets. The first level I'm going to be watching out for is going to be sitting at 111k approximately, which is going to be coming in at a previous high right over here from that drop off point for Bitcoin. And the second level I will be watching out for is going to be the 116k level. These are going to be my two targets I will be looking out for. And yes, at the point of the breakout from this falling wedge pattern, I will be getting interested in placing another trade. I'll still be deciding whether I'm going to place this trade over on WEX or over on 2bit, but I will keep you guys up to date about that exactly in my private Telegram group. I will still be deciding whether to place this trade over on WEX or over on 2bit, but I will keep you guys up to date about that in my private Telegram group, which again, you can join with the first link down below. Anyways, definitely the Bitcoin price action is still trading above the 50 weekly moving average. And I've been saying for a long time, as long as Bitcoin can still remain to trade above the 50 weekly moving average, I would still rather be bullish on the Bitcoin price action. Because the trend is your friend, the trend is still to the upside, the trend is still bullish, and I'd like to still remain to be optimistic in these long positions, because you never know, the trend can still easily continue to the upside, which we can be seeing right now with this falling wedge pattern being created. Now, yes, this doesn't mean that in that imminent short term, we need to be pumping to the upside now immediately. In that shorter time frame, keep in mind, we do have a CME gap open down below us, which we can easily still fill in a shorter time frame, then push back to the upside, and then see the beautiful breakout. I think this breakout is going to be incoming within the next week, but also keep in mind, we do not necessarily have to be getting this break to the upside. We can also just fall straight to the downside, because in that longer time frame, the charts have been shaping up pretty badly. They've been pointing to a lot of warning signals, where I'll be talking about a little bit later. First of all, if you like free money, you can right now claim a free $30 position. I mean, not even a position, but literally free 30 USDT over on 2bit with that second link down below. Make sure to go to the description, go to this link, claim a free $30 bonus. And yeah, the only thing you need to do is click on that link, sign up an account, and there will literally be a free $30 deposited in your account. So that's absolutely insane. That's absolutely amazing. Free trade, which you can open right now. Definitely make sure to take advantage of that one. However, anyways, definitely Bitcoin can also easily push to the downside, because the longer time frame charts are just not shaping up so nicely, in my personal opinion. But that is why I will be waiting for the break to the upside, and then I'll enter this position either on weeks or over on 2bit. I'll be entering another Bitcoin position at the point of this falling wedge breakout. That is why I'll be waiting for my confirmations for this falling wedge breakout, okay? Because the longer time frame charts are not shaping up so nicely, in my personal opinion. First of all, we have been hitting our second Fibonacci level of resistance, which was my bull market target. We have been breaking this exponential uptrend. We've been breaking this parabolic uptrend to the downside right over here. We've been hitting the end of the 4-year cycle right over here. And on-chain indicators have been signaling a peak. They've been signaling a top. This isn't looking all too good. Again, the 4-year cycle theory, we have been hitting the top already. We've been hitting the end part of the cycle. The DXY is pushing back to the upside again. The dollar is strengthening, and this is bearish for risk-on assets like Bitcoin. We have been hitting this massive level of uptrending resistance, and usually every single cycle, this has been signaling a peak. So this is also not looking as good. Now, one thing that I do want to be talking about is altcoin season. Do you still believe in altcoin season? Let me know in the comments down below, because I've been very outspoken about altcoin season myself. Yes, the Bitcoin dominance is dropping in a shorter time frame again. Now, I myself luckily did not make any kind of a big loss with altcoins this season, because I've been accumulating on the way up for the Bitcoin dominance, and I've been accumulating on the way down for the altcoins. So still that last push to the upside. I mean, I've been doing pretty good during that last push to the upside. But do you guys believe that we're going to be seeing an even bigger alt season still? Or do you guys believe that we have already topped out and yeah, this is kind of it for this cycle, and next cycle we're going to be seeing a big alt season? Let me know in the comments down below. I myself do think that altcoins can remain to hold a little bit stronger in a consolidation part for Bitcoin, but still the big altcoin season for this cycle, I don't really think is going to be happening anymore. For that, we need to be waiting until next cycle. So I will definitely stay in the crypto game. I'll definitely wait for the next cycle, because I think the next cycle will be much bigger, and a lot more gains will be getting realized with, for example, altcoins. So let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, a big breakout for Bitcoin at least is going to be inevitable. I really like this pattern shaping up, and yeah, I'm going to be watching this breakout right over here. Make sure to claim all of the bonuses with the links down below. Over on 2bit, you can also be claiming some huge deposit bonuses and trading volume bonuses, so make sure to check out all of the links down below. Also join the Platinum group. And anyways guys, with that being said, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.